So come up on your hands and knees. Take a couple big deep breaths. And cat cow. Inhale. So the tops of the feet on the ground, the knees, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up, exhale round. I like to do a variation, a wide leg, and come rolling your way up, making it really heavy and exaggerated, and exhaling in the front, pushing your hips, or letting your hips fall for your, and inhaling back up, and pushing the torso high for the cat, and exhaling back to the seated for cow. Right, this is cow, right? Cow, cat, cow, cat. You got it? Okay, thanks. And rolling up for cat. And letting the hips fall to the mat. Give yourself a little upward push and bringing the hips back. Rolling up for cat. And letting the hips fall to the ankles or the heels. For cow, pushing out. And again, rolling up. And exhaling. Letting the hips fall down, pressing into the knuckles, and inhaling up, rolling the hips back, and for your cat pose, and exhaling into your cow, pushing that chest forward and down, head is high and back, and inhaling, feeling the expansion of the lungs. Opening the heart, grounding the hands, pushing all of that negative grief or all that grief and suppression back into the ground through your fingertips. And again, inhale, roll up into that cat position, letting the hips fall forward. Again, pushing through the fingertips, pushing the head back, if the body allows, and exhale into the rounded back. And come into child's pose, letting the head fall natural. The third eye point to the mat. Giving yourself a couple of deep breaths here. So I would say maybe reversing the breaths. And when you exhale, leave the breath out just for a few seconds. 2, 3, and inhale. Come up into all fours. Push yourself into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Pushing back with the hands.
rotating to the outside of the heels, or the outside of the foot. And on your next in-breath, start to walk your feet forward in small steps, coming up to you, tenting your fingers on the mat until you get to the front, the top of your mat. Giving yourself a little squeeze and gently rolling your way up. Letting your hair come up last. Adjusting your shoulders, rolling them back. Grounding all four corners of your feet. And bring your hands forward to Hasta Tadasana, mountain pose. And kind of lean your body weight to the front of the fingertips, to the toe tips. Your shoulders are relaxed, facial muscles are soft. Shrug your shoulders up for your in-breath and round them back and down. Giving them a little shimmy. And on the in-breath, exhale, hands to prayer pose or namaste. Fingertips are touching. Inhale, arms up overhead as they touch. Gazing into the palms. And exhale, forward fold. Chin to the chest, chest to the thighs. Again, leaning forward, grounding all four corners of the feet. Maybe press your hands behind your calves or tip them to the mat if you can. Hips are, tailbone is high. Inhale, flat back variation. Gaze is in between the toes. Legs are straight or micro bend. And exhale, micro bend the knees for a forward fold. Chin to the chest, chest to the thighs. And inhale, prepare, step the right foot to the back of the mat. The gaze is forward and step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, plank prepare. Drop your knees, chest, and chin to the ground, leaving your hips high. Inhale forward for baby cobra. Tops of the feet on the mats. You're gonna bring your hands up about 3 inches. Inhale, exhale, push back into a downward facing dog. Relax, separate the shoulder blades. Let the neck hang heavy. Maybe giving yourself, shaking the head left to right, up and down. Maybe fluttering out the lips. Propelling out the feet. Grounding the knuckles into the mat. And on your next in-breath, step the right foot to the fingertips. Next to the right fingertips, gaze is forward, straighten that right leg. And bring your left foot to meet it into Uttanasana, forward fold, and press. Again, the chin to the chest, chest to the thighs. And inhale, arms up overhead as they touch, gazing into the palms. And exhale into Namaste. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Press chin to the chest, chest to the thighs. And exhale, inhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back variation. The neck is long. The gaze is in between the toes. And exhale into Uttanasana. Pressing again. And you want to try to yogi choice, but push yourself just a little bit. Getting your tailbone higher, trying to straighten your legs while maintaining the connection between the torso and the thighs. And inhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat and bring your right foot to meet it. And you're gonna do a plank prepare and drop the knees, chest, and chin to the ground again, leaving the hips high. Slide forward for baby cobra, dropping the tops of the foot to the mat and bring the hands up. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet this time. Shooting the heels to the mat if you can, touching the mat. If not, it's okay. You got time to cook. Grounding the fingertips and the knuckles into the mat. Pushing back is going to really help lengthen the muscles in your back to allow your heels to hit the mat. And the next in-breath, step the left foot to the left fingertips. Gaze is forward, straighten that left leg and bring the right leg to meet it. Into Uttanasana, pressing the chin to the chest. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. And exhale into prayer pose or namaste. Tucking the tailbone. Grounding the feet. Inhale, arms up. And exhale into forward fold. Inhale, flat back variation. Neck is long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. And bring the left leg to meet it. You're going to do plank prepare. You're going to bend the elbows 90 degrees. Pushing back about 6 inches for your chaturanga dadasana. Come up into an upward facing dog. And go back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Engaging the quad muscles maybe. Strengthening your core, tightening your core. And the next in-breath, up the right foot to the right fingertips. Straighten the right leg and bring the left foot to meet it. Into Uttanasana, pressing. Inhale, arms up overhead as they touch, gazing in between the palms. And exhale into namaste. Inhale, arms up overhead as they touch. And exhale, forward fold into Uttanasana, pressing. Inhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Gaze is forward. And on your next exhale, bring the right foot to the back of the mat. Plank prepare. Bending the elbows 90 degrees into the chaturanga dadasana and up for your upward facing dog. Pressing the fingertips to give yourself back. And exhale into downward facing dog. Separate the shoulder blades. Grounding the fingers into the mat. Your knuckles and wrists. Here. Inhale, step the left foot to the left fingertips. And straighten that left leg, bring the right foot to meet it. Into Uttanasana, press. Inhale, arms up overhead as they touch. And exhale into namaste. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back variation. Inhale, exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, prepare, place your hand, tense your hands on the mat. You can jump or step to the back of the mat. And upward facing dog into your downward facing dog. Separate the shoulder blades, grounding the fingertips, pedaling out the legs, shooting the heels back, tailbones and high. Inhale, micro bend the knees, gaze forward, jump or step to the front of the mat. Into Uttanasana press. Inhale, arms up overhead as they touch. And exhale into Namaste. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. 10th and exhale, inhale, fly back variation. Next long. And exhale into Uttanasana. 10th the hands on the mat. Again, jump or step to the back of the mat. And come up into the upward facing dog and down into the downward facing dog. Back into the downward facing dog. Separate the shoulders. On your next inhale, step the right foot to the right fingertips. You're gonna bring your left foot up about 8 inches and you're gonna ground your foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling into your warrior one. Shoot the left hip forward, the right hip back, tucking the tailbone in. Making sure the knees over the ankle, grounding the outside edge of the left back foot. Inhale, open your arms up for warrior two. Toe heel, about 2 inches back. And look over your right fingertips. The gaze is soft. Allowing yourself to sink into the pose, pushing the weight of your body into the heel of that front right foot as you ground the outside edge of the left back foot. Deep breath in. Exhale, the right hand inside the right foot. The left hand goes up and over the head. You're gonna twist to the left. Again, pushing the weight of your body into the right foot while maintaining the back leg straight. And breathe. Twisting to the left. And exhale, frame the front foot. Bringing that left leg back up into about a foot into the grounding at a 45-degree angle. Straightening the right front leg. And you're gonna bring your chin to your chest, chest to the torso. Shoot the left hip forward and the right hip back, tucking the tailbone in. And you're gonna bring your hands on top of the sacrum, shooting your hands high in the sky as they clasp. Don't push, don't force, just breathe. On the next inhalation, bend the right knee, the right ankle, the right knee's over the right ankle, and you're gonna toe heel that back foot about 1 inch and go into your humble warrior. Maintaining the hips aligned. Deep breath. Really sinking into your hips. Opening up the hamstrings, opening up the gluteal muscles. Inhale, frame the right foot and go into your vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot to the left fingertips. And bringing that right leg up about 8 inches and grounding at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, bring the arms up to the ceiling, making sure your left knee is over your left ankle. Grounding the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, open the arms up for warrior one, warrior two. Toe heel about 2 inches back. And gaze is over the left fingertips. Deep breath in. Grounding the outside edge of the right foot. Did I say that right? And the gaze is soft. Inhale, drop the left hand inside of the left foot. The right hand is over the left ear. You're twisting your torso to the right, allowing your hand and that left foot to support you. Grounding the body weight through those two, and still grounding the outside edge of your right foot. Twist the torso to the right. Inhale. On your next inhalation, frame the front foot, bringing your right foot back up into that 45-degree angle, about a foot ahead. Straightening the left leg, shifting your hips. Right hip is forward, the left hip is back. Make sure you put a micro bend in that front knee. You don't want to overextend. And tucking the tailbone in, deep breath. And exhale, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, clasp the hands on top of the sacrum, shooting them high into the sky, maintaining a micro bend in both knees, making sure your right hip is back, your tailbone is tucked, left hip is forward. And really, don't be afraid to feel what you are feeling. Engage. The more you focus on the feeling, the more you breathe into those tight spaces, the more oxygen you're sending there. Allow it to release. Allow it to release. Maybe engage. On your next in-breath, bend the front knee 90 degrees, making sure the knee's over the ankle. You're going to toe heel, that back foot about 1 to 2 inches, opening up your hips. Again, pressing part of the body weight on that left foot or that right foot, and grounding, shooting the energy into the heel of the left foot. Inhale, prepare, framing the front foot, and go into your vinyasa flow. You can do the chaturanga, or you can drop your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale for upward facing dog, and exhale for downward facing dog. Separate the shoulder blades, grounding the fingertips, knuckles and wrist, pedaling out the feet. Inhale, jump or step to the middle of your mat. The feet are directly behind the hands, and you're gonna push your body weight onto the fingertips, coming up into your tippy toes, making a shelf with your turning. You're gonna make a shelf with your arms and place your knees into your armpits and come up into crow. Gazes forward, deep breath in, take your time. Gazes forward, and when you're ready, jump or step back into your inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Separate the fingertips, grounding the hands, grounding the feet. Separate the shoulder blades. Facial muscles are soft.